Alright, it's a little late into this battle, but I just wanted to point out that we are, several rounds and have so far gone damageless and like the first three. I'm just gonna see if we can kind of continue to do what kind of strategies. So we can take a look at like the deck of the punctures that we start with. I've enchanted our kick so it stuns. I've picked up a forgiveness, full version, do forgiveness, and it is enchanted stun as well. We've enchanted our regen to add 50 block with it as well, so it's a very defensive option. It's us leveled up, so we have 30, then 20 healing, and it stacks if we times. These throw axes aren't especially good here. I've used up both deck because I can't with an enemy. There's a Shadow Bolt. We just picked up this block all. It's a 70 armor for get the basic blocks, the basic feebles. We haven't cut anything from the deck. The heal hex we started with, the static fields we started with. These blinds are going to be super good. I'll explain more later. And this fetch. Fetch is incredible. It lets you pull a card from your deck, so whatever you might need. If you need a regen, if you need forgiveness, if you need a kick for the 0 cost stun, you need a blind for what I'm about to talk about. The fetch lets you get some, and it doesn't damage. So it's almost. We have the pure heart that we start with. Starting relic. Do the crown, so it increases our wisdom damage. Cyclops eyes. Whenever an enemy gains blind, they gain an extra stack. So that's why we have the big deck. Just gold bars. Nothing too fancy there, except for the blind one. Anytime we use a blind, it can stop a 2-hit attack instead of 1. So if they're gonna come at us with 2 attacks, we can go ahead and fetch up to them. Here's an awkward turn. They haven't hit us once yet, so no worries. We'll just go ahead and that. I guess block all and block. Okay, so we get a dispel here. So we've seen this before. We have nothing that reverberates worried about, but the dispel is going to get rid of the first negative status conditions and hit with feeble here just to eat that up. We don't care about the feeble anyway because we're not going to be taking any damage because this blind will negate both hits of 144, and then we can use whatever is left to do a bit of damage here. And that's basically the structure that we're with. Buff here, so we just go ahead and go with as much damage as we can. Oh, we actually took damage there. I'm not sure. There must have been a reverberate from one of those. That's fine. Okay. Again, they're not going for an attack or anything. I'm a big fan of just putting regen on. It makes our other things a little bit better. Go ahead. Here. Yes, but I don't think it will do anything. But I don't see a much benefit to block off there. Okay, 100 armor here is not nothing. Going in for only a single big 180. We have 12 cards in the draw, so we're definitely good from a fetch. So I think it's a point for a forgiveness point because it deals damage. Stuns. Gets us a bit of arm. Breaking through this really matter. Back up to full health, of course. We got 3 attacks coming in and actually nothing to stop it with, so we're gonna actually take a huge hit here. So I'm just gonna spend the turn blocking 9 hit. And this is the first time my hand's been as clunky. But that's horrible. And looks like our cat actually debuffed them, so pretty much took care of that. I'll throw a few. This 42 lifesteal hasn't mattered at all. Another dispel up. Oh, again, where we go ahead and do the feeble blind combo, blocks 400 damage. We could go ahead with a puncture, but I just like keeping reach. Not attacking the cat at all, which makes our cat be able to go in, do time, and do whatever it needs. Finish things here. And there you go. An example of what I find working here. This is my second attempt. Again, I'm pretty new into the game. This is like my third run, and my second time getting boss. Yeah.